Yeah. Guys, it looks like Will Smith's failure is complete. As of Friday, Will Smith has resigned from the Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences, and with that goes any of the influence that this man has actually accumulated in his illustrious and accomplished career. Now, this goes directly to the point that I was making on this week's Dark Council on Drunk 3PO's Basement channel. The link to that will be in the description below. I want you guys to make a note of that because henceforth, the Dark Council will be broadcasting from Drunk 3PO's Basement from now on. Any one of us could be hosting it. It could be Abu Nas. It could be Damaj and I, Fatal J, Lord Callus, Drunk 3PO, or myself. But we will have that central location. That will be our Hall of Justice, or our Legion of Doom, whatever you want to call it, harking back to the Super Friends. But yeah, guys, make a programming note of that, because we'll be there from now on every Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Come check us out. But anyway, we were talking about this on the last Dark Council, about the influence that this type of thing can have when you have black people acting up on a stage as illustrious and prestigious as the Oscars, whether or not that makes us look bad as black people. Now, we got into it back and forth. Some good points were made in both ways, okay? Both perspectives. However, this right here, Will Smith deciding to resign from the Academy just goes to a point that I was making, guys. And you know, I know there's a lot of people out here who are tired of hearing about this, guys, but you guys should know, I don't talk about things so much from a sensationalistic point of view. I tend to kind of focus on what we can learn from this, you know, the teachable moments, if you will. And we have a big one right here. So let's talk about it, guys. This is the Gospel According to Mark with a C. He is I, and I am he. Just taking some time to tell you exactly what's on my mind. Thank you for joining me once again, my friends. Now, let's get into this, guys, because as I previously stated, Will Smith has resigned, and he gave this statement of resignation. He says, I have directly responded to the Academy's disciplinary hearing notice, and I will fully accept any and all consequences for my conduct. My actions at the 94th Academy Awards presentation were shocking, painful, and inexcusable. The list of those I have hurt is long and includes Chris, his family, many of my dear friends and loved ones, all those in attendance, and global audiences at home. I betrayed the trust of the Academy. I deprived other nominees and winners of their opportunity to celebrate and be celebrated for their extraordinary work. I am heartbroken. I want to put the focus back on those who deserve attention for their achievements and allow the Academy to get back to the incredible work it does to support creativity and artistry in film. So I am resigning from membership in the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences, and I will accept any further consequences the board deems appropriate. Now, change takes time, and I am committed to doing the work to ensure that I never again allow violence to overtake reason. All right, so that is Will Smith's statement on his resignation from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. You know, I don't know, guys. You can get in the comment section and tell me how you feel about this. Was this appropriate? Now, listen, I'm going to tell you, like, my opinion on this is he probably should just shut up already and let these people do what it is that they need to do. Okay? They might not have told him or instructed him or ordered him to give up his position as a member of the Academy. They might not have required him to do that. All right? But since he's doing that, and to me, this is a situation of, you can't fire me, I quit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, even in this, you can't just take what's coming to you. You have to get ahead of it. You don't know when to sit down and shut up. But because by doing this, guys, and keep in mind, I think there have only been five black men in Oscar history, in the long history of Oscars, right, who have won for Best Actor. Only 5. Okay? So Will Smith is part of that history, okay? He is part of the gradual position of influence that black men can hold. Sidney Poitier just passed away. Legend, you know, that he is, all right? But this is something that he started, or he was a valuable part of, Will Smith would be the recipient of what he did. Okay, so by Will Smith doing this, resigning, and it's his idea to do this, he's giving up a major position of influence. Because let's get into exactly what this means. Okay, what does it mean to resign from the Academy? Okay, now I got this on people.com. Now that Smith has resigned from the Academy, he will no longer enjoy the benefits that members are afforded, including access to screeners for films in consideration and the ability to vote. The ability to vote for potential nominees. Okay. However, his invitation to attend future Academy Awards and related events remains to be seen once the Academy Board reaches a decision later on this month, which I believe is April 18th. All right. So that's the part that really hurts me. Okay. And this is what we were talking about in the Dark Council, all right? He is giving up his ability to vote for potential nominees or potential winners, people to be acknowledged and recognized in this field in the future, all right? Now, like I said before, it's only been 5 other black men in history who have gotten this Best Actor award, okay? So by him giving this up, this is impactful to many future performers who are coming through, who could benefit from his position there. A few years ago, back in 2015, they had the whole hashtag Oscars so white thing that happened when people felt that black performers and performers of many diverse backgrounds were being snubbed by the Oscars, even though that's what the Oscars do. All they do is snub. Keep in mind, Leonardo DiCaprio, one of my favorite actors, he got snubbed by the Oscars just about his entire career, guys. And this guy, this dude dies in like every movie he's in, but it took him a very long time to get recognized and win something in the Oscars. So that's just what they do. But anyway, the hashtag Oscars so white came along. So you would assume correctly that every person of influence that you can get that can represent the appreciation of diverse people, and performers would be invaluable in this. All right. It kind of reminds me of, it used to be that if you committed a felony, you could no longer vote. You couldn't vote in any election. I don't think it's like that everywhere. I mean, I think there's some states where it's still like that. But the fact of the matter is that as a result of one person's actions, and a lot of people, as you see, people who are actually jailed for felonies, a lot of people lost the right to vote. All right. This is a right that many, many people fought and died to give to black people, to provide for black people. So when you have people who lose their right to vote and they're losing their right to influence, because you're no longer able to have a say in who is speaking for people who have a common interest, so you're losing that level of influence. And in doing this, Will Smith now demotes himself to just a good performer who's had some good movies, in the past, or maybe in the future. I don't know what's going to happen with him. All right. But that influence that he worked his whole life to achieve is lost in his resignation from the Academy. You know what I'm saying? So this does influence other black people, other performers of diverse backgrounds. That's how it happens. In much the same way is when an average person commits a crime. They lose their influence and they lose their right, or have lost their right, to vote in the past. They lose their right to employment, things like that. It can always have a negative impact on your life when you choose to commit a crime. You know what I'm saying? Because that's part of your record. It just is. All right. So let's see what else is being said here. Okay. The Academy's Code of Conduct, which was majorly revised in 2017 in the wake of the Harvey Weinstein scandal and the hashtag #MeToo movement, includes disciplinary measures that may include private reprimand, public reprimand, temporary or permanent loss of privileges. What those privileges are, I don't know. The privilege to drugs, alcohol, women, all the children you can handle. I'm sorry. I mean, it's Hollywood, though. You know what I mean? Or permanent loss of privileges to attend and participate in Academy events or activities, temporary or permanent loss of eligibility to receive or hold revocation of Academy awards or honors, temporary or permanent loss of eligibility to hold Academy service, and volunteer roles, and other sanctions that the Academy in its sole discretion may deem appropriate. Okay, so guys, that's basically what you have going on here, okay? Will Smith has given up his influence. And like I said before, the reason why I'm pointing this out is because this is a teachable moment for everybody out there who might be thinking, yeah, Will Smith went out like a G. I mean, you got this guy crying, apologizing on TV, and at the same time, you have his son who wears a dress. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but there is. He wears a dress talking about, that's how we do, or that's how he rolls, or whatever. So your own son is missing the point, Will Smith. All right, so this is what the problem is. The man has got some issues going on, all right, where he has to work that out, okay? And I hate to see this happening. I've always been proud of Will Smith. Will Smith is from the hip-hop community. He came up around the same time as I did, you know, and he was successful, and he was doing well, you know. But lately, you know, last few years or so, maybe more, you know, I've sensed that this man is off center, and, you know, I'm not getting into it because that'll be a whole nother video. I think we all know why that man is off center. I mean, after all, when a man loves a woman, you know, that's kind of what we're dealing with here, guys. All right. So anyway, there it is, guys. Just a teachable moment. Like I said, there are repercussions for everything that people do. There's reactions to your actions, and there is absolutely an impact on what those people did it's going to have on future generations of people who are coming up. Okay, it's not just them. It does reflect on us. Okay, so that's just my opinion, guys. You can get in the comment section and let me know what your opinion is on this. I do value that. As always, you can like, you can share, you can subscribe. Catch me on Twitter, catch me on Rumble, Odyssey. I'm out there, guys. Thanks once again for listening. I'll catch you on the next one. This is The Gospel According to Mark with a C. Rock on.